What is going on, guys, and welcome your face back to another video. So today we have some very interesting topics to discuss for, of course, the Black Cat DLC coming October the 23rd. But before I do dive straight into that awesomeness, fun little fact, okay? Not really surprising, but I thought I would share it anyway. Spider-Man PS4 was the most downloaded game of September 2018. That is just mental. Not really surprising though, because Insomniac Games absolutely smashed it. So a big well done to you guys. But diving into the juicy DLC news. So to begin with, it does come from the moderator over at Reddit for Insomniac Games, and someone basically asked him what will be the file size for each DLC, and he replied back by saying, I don't have that info right now, the heist is still being finished and they are not all going to be the same size. Now, what I'm about to say next is probably gonna get a lot of guys saying, shut up SuperRebel, okay, but it's just a kind of fear that I guess players will have that are a fan of the series, but I have a lot of faith in Insomniac Games, so it kind of like settles my fear down, I guess. But what I really don't want to see is for this, DLC to be massive, which of course it will be, but when I say massive, I don't want it to be the only DLC packed with a load of new content, and then in the other two DLCs, it's kind of a lot more like subtle, and it's more like, hey, here's the DLC, here's the mission, just play the DLC. I don't want it to be like that. I don't think it will be like that. I would love there to be new suits for each DLC, which I really think there will be, but I just don't want this first Black Cat DLC to be the only, I guess new addition to the game that's going to give us way more than anything else in terms of a DLC. But again, I could be completely wrong, which I more than likely am, okay? It could be the complete opposite, and it could be like the final DLC is the one that's going to throw us away literally with loads of new content, because of course it's the last DLC, but I have a lot of faith in Insomniac Games, so hey, it's not really a biggie in this situation, but you guys leave your thoughts on that in the comment section below. Now, moving on to the next one, again, still in the mythical lands of Reddit. It does come from your boy Cold Pizza, and he says, is anyone going to talk about the glider reference in Norman Osborn's prototype mask? And this is really cool. I don't know how I missed this, but it looks absolutely insane, and it could possibly be what I would like anyway, is a teaser for the next Spider-Man game, because of course whatever they're going to call it, whether it's going to be Spider-Man 2, we know Insomniac Games want to tell that story. They more or less teased that a while back, and what I would really like to see is of course the Glider Goblin, a Green Goblin, story would be really cool. And I think it would be a great plot for Spider-Man 2. And what would even be cool when it does come from a guy on Reddit, he says, I'm really hoping they save everything revealed in the end credits for 2 and don't just make it a DLC. I like the Black Cat DLC, a Taskmaster DLC would be awesome though, and maybe like a Tombstone DLC to clean up some side character loose ends. And I really couldn't agree more with that. I think that's a really cool suggestion, but you guys leave your thoughts on that again in the comment section below. Now, lastly, whilst we're talking about the Osborns, okay, one of your awesome rebels who goes by the name Chive, I guess you could say, over on Instagram, go ahead and check him out, but he did send me this, and he says, I found a big reveal in Black Cat's hideout. It's a map of Norman's office with a red X on his desk. Maybe this heist is bigger than we think and may involve Oscorp. Of course, you guys can see in the background what we have is the executive suit layout, and it's a really interesting theory. It could be way off, but hey, what if this DLC was going to have a big plot twist and it's going to involve this? It's much bigger than just, of course, the bank heist. You guys leave your thoughts on that in the comment section below. And lastly, the symbiote suit. So first of all, it does come from Enfuse Dev, and he says, saw some symbiote costumes here, wanted to share my own concept. Of course, this looks really cool. And then the next one does come from Defective Thing, and he says, what if Advanced Black Suit? Of course, the Advanced Black Suit was actually one of those things that were really requested. I think it looks cool, but if it was either the black suit or the symbiote suit, it would definitely be the symbiote. But you guys leave your thoughts on that again in the comment section below. And that's gonna wrap up this video here, so subscribe for more awesome content, and don't forget, if you missed the previous ones, the links are in the description right now and on screen, so check it out, and I will see you in the next one. Until then, have yourselves a ridiculously amazing day, and adios amigos.